Hey guys, today I'm just going to do, for the tip of the week this week, I'm going to do 5 of the most basic and important trout fishing tips that'll help you get into more and bigger fish. Tip number 1 is a very simple tip that lots of people have a hard time understanding. Too often I see people picking out big lures at the local Alco and fishing shops and stuff like that. They pick out huge lures thinking that they're going to go out and catch the biggest fish in the whole river. But that's often not very true. See, I can understand using big lures to keep the small fish away, but trust me, I've tried it. The small fish will go after the big lures just as much as the big fish will. So it's often smart to use small lures so you can get the small fish and get the big fish as well. See, the big fish know that the small fish are going to be a lot more eager to grab something. So as long as you're casting in the right spot and you get the lure by a good sized fish, something like this or even smaller. I usually don't use stuff like this. I like to use spinners and these are kind of tangled up, but I like to use small spinners and real small streamers in the river. But those work really well. So definitely, if a big fish sees something he wants to eat go by, he knows he has to grab it quick before the small fish get to it. So don't worry about picking out huge lures just to get to the big fish. Guys, tip number 2 is really simple as well. This involves letting the fish not see you. So obviously, well, not too obviously actually, good fishing conditions are when the sun's still nice and high and the waves are pretty choppy still, but you can still get your fly out. Not too windy to where you can't make a cast at all. But those conditions are good because the trout have trouble seeing out of the water with the ripples on the surface from the wind and say waves and stuff like that if you're in the ocean. But so all you have to do to overcome that, even on a nice bright sunny day where the fish can see you perfectly fine, I like to wear fishing camo, such as just a light blue shirt, or I actually have a light blue shirt and more of a gray shirt for, say, if it's not so nice out, say if it's cloudy or something. Because if they see you wearing like a red shirt on a nice blue day, they're going to know something's out of place and they're going to head somewhere else to eat. And but if they just see some more blue up in the sky, then they'll still be happy to bite. So that tip works really well, and it's really important as well. Alright, our third tip is another pretty simple tip. So this involves approaching the water you're about to fish. So say I'm fishing a place where there's lots of boulders and rocks, but which can lead down to the water. So this is an awesome situation. So what I can do here to improve my odds is actually continue walking on the rocks instead of the dirt. The rocks tend to absorb the vibrations and sound made from stepping, so that the fish won't really, because they can feel the vibrations, of course, in the ground. So if they can't really feel you stepping, then you have a much better chance of not spooking the fish. So yeah, I like to call this the rock walk. So always try to walk on the rocks or on a hard surface rather than in the dirt or on a pile of dead logs or sticks or stuff like that can crunch and make noises and vibrations. Alright, our fourth tip is real quick, just like the other ones hopefully, but I don't want to take up too much of your time. So this fourth tip involves another way of not spooking the fish. So when you're in close quarters, say a stream or even a small river or an inlet to a lake, something of that matter, where you can see the fish and the fish will see you. Often I see people pointing at the fish. So say, oh hey, there's a fish over there, look, look, look. When you point at that fish, you usually extend your arm really quickly, and so the fish can either get spooked by the movement, or if they do see you, then obviously they're pretty smart. They might, if your head and your body is turned that way with an extension of some sort, so say if you They might think you're a bird, so this is your beak, say. So if they see that they are the center of attention, then they'll know that something's up and they'll get out of there. They're happy to go feed in some other place. So that's a real simple tip that I see people mess up on a lot while they're fishing small creeks or tight areas. This last tip involves what kind of hook you use. So lots of people, I did the same as well, like to use barbless hooks because it's better for the fish's health and easier to get out. But frankly, that is not true at all. Usually, barbless hooks, you miss a lot of fish, lots of fish get off, but the fish that you do hook are the fish that get hooked really deep. And no matter your hook's barbless or not, it's still going to be hard to get out if it's deep. And you're going to have to stick pliers or something in their throat, which obviously isn't good for them, or come in behind through the gills. But, yeah, that's not... Lots of people disagree with that you can keep a fish on hooked in the jaw just fine with no barb. But I like to use barbless hooks just because, one, you hook the fish, it gets right in the corner of their mouth, right where you can get it when you land them, and you'll probably land them if you have a barbed hook, and then you can usually just pop it right out. So, and you can not worry about letting them really take it, you can just set the hook right away and know that you're going to keep the fish on. So that's the final tip. Yeah, tell me what you think about that. Thanks for watching. Check out my channel update to see where I'm going to be the next few weeks, and I'm going to be doing some different kind of fishing for you guys. So, thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe for more fishing videos, tip of the week, tackle reviews, fly tying, you name it. It's about fly fishing or trout fishing. I probably have it. And we're hopefully going to do some different kind of fishing the next few weeks. So check out my channel for that, and we'll see you next time.